Hey guys, I'm Anthony and welcome to my Life on Wheels. So guys, today I'm going to share with you 7 things that I do to help me manage my way through summer. In my last video, you guys had a conversation going on about how to stay cool in your vehicle during summer. First, let me just start off by saying that if you do not have an air conditioning system in your vehicle, there is no such thing as staying cool in your vehicle. The best you can do is do a series of things that will help reduce the heat or the temperature inside your vehicle, and those are the things that I'm going to share with you today. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is shade. Shade is your friend, or it's at least my friend this summer. Last summer I did not make a conscious effort to be parked in shade. I just mainly stayed on a park and ride, which was most of the time filled with sun, and that's what I did. This year is a little bit different. You guys know I found that beautiful tree-lined street up in PA that I stay in, and I think parking in shade reduces the overall temperature in your vehicle. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a windshield visor. I cannot imagine being out of my vehicle, out of my van for the 12 hours that I work, and getting into my van and into that hot front area of my van. Having that windshield visor up for those 12 hours that I work, it definitely reduces the amount of heat that gets into my van. That front window is probably the biggest window of my van, and it probably allows the most heat to come in. So definitely a windshield visor. Number 3 is rain guards. Last year I only had rain guards on my front 2 windows. This summer I have rain guards on all 4 of my windows. It allows me to keep my windows cracked about that much at all times, unnoticeable to the public, and that's what I like about rain guards the best. It also allows a place for the heat to escape in your vehicle rather than to stay trapped in your vehicle. Your windows are cracked all the time, and it definitely helps reduce the overall temperature in your vehicle. Number 4 is my homemade rooftop reflectix panel that I put on the roof. Now I'm not going to go into great detail about that. I did link the 2 videos in the description below. You can go check the videos out. It shows how I constructed the homemade reflectix roof panels, and it also shows the video that days later I made a review of the roof panels and telling you do they work or not. So those 2 videos are in the description. Number 5 is fans. Now let's be honest, in a small place like my van, fans really don't help that much. They just blow hot air on you, but I tell you where they do benefit you a little bit better than actually during the day when it's really hot and humid, and that's at night once the sun has gone down, and the fans work a lot better, and nothing like having the benefit of a fan during the night to help you sleep better. So fans are not so good during the day, but more beneficial at night. I have 3 small fans that are USB plugged, and I also have the Endless Breeze fan, which is my bigger fan, which I rarely use. I'll use it if I feel like I need to use it, but the 3 small fans, here they are. There, these 3 little small fans right here. I post them around the van. I bought these from Hawaii when I went to Hawaii 2 years ago, and they work pretty good, again, once the sun has gone down. Alright, number 6 is damp rids. Guys, I kid you not, you have to get some damp rids. These are damp rids. These help keep the moisture and humidity out of your vehicle. As you can see, I have one hanging here. You might can see it. And then I have a second one that's here. I did another video last year about damp rids. I don't know if it was a whole video dedicated to it, but I know I mentioned it in a couple of videos last year. You know how humidity can make your skin feel kind of sticky or whatnot. I'm not saying that it takes away all of that feeling, but I know that it definitely helps, because recently when I put my big bed in, I took everything out of my van to be able to put the new big bed in, and when I put everything back into my van, I accidentally left out the damp rids. I left them in my nephew's backyard. Then when I went up to PA to my next work cycle, I noticed that two things. One, my nose was feeling a little bit stopped up. Not a lot to be like, oh God, what's going on? But I noticed that that was happening a little bit. And two, I felt a lot stickier from the humidity. And when I got back to Baltimore, got my damp rids back in, and it was 2 or 3 days I was down in Baltimore before I had to go back up in PA. So the damp rids were back in there for a few days. Then when I went back to PA the next time, I didn't even notice anything about my nose. I felt sticky from humidity, but I didn't feel it as noticeable as I did without them. So the damp rids do work. Get yourself some damp rids. And number 7, last but not least, is I try to stay out of the van as much as possible. When I lived in the van last summer, I had a routine. I was working on second shift, so I had some reliable places that I can go to every day that were a part of my routine, because you guys know me, I'm all about routine and making this lifestyle as easy as possible. I always went to the gym, the library, and then I had lunch, and then I had to be at work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 11 o'clock at night, and that was my Monday through Friday routine. And it worked well because I was out of the van the majority of the time, so that worked out perfect. A little different now with the schedule that I'm on now, but it's still a schedule that I can develop a routine. So routine is key when you are a stationary van dweller. So guys, that's it. That's my 7 things that I do that help me to manage my way through summer. Once again, if you do not have an air conditioning system in your van or vehicle, there's no such thing as staying cool. So you have to do a whole bunch of stuff to help keep the temperature of your vehicle down. Alright guys, as always, oh, and just a side note, an honorable mention is my hatchback. It's really nice to be able to come out to the parking ride, find a nice breezy spot, and lift my hatch up and let all that breeze come in. So let's just call that number 8. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a few days.